Hey guys, welcome back to the channel again. And in this video, we will talk about abstractions and now operator overloading, and we will cover what is docstring as well. Okay, before going ahead, just we will have a quick recap what we have done in the previous session. So in the previous session, we were talking about polymorphism. We also talked about what is method overloading and method overriding, and how you can implement it, by which you can achieve like polymorphism. Okay, and then we also talked about encapsulation, okay, and what is access modifiers, private, public, and protected, okay, and what are the functionality of there. Uh, then we also talked about uh, then like we did some hands-on, right? Yeah, I can see here we did some hands-on, and we also covered like how you can access like private variables with the help of inherited class, okay, and this is like important, okay, you have to see like how you can do so. Then uh, I think like I have given you a very short introduction about abstraction, okay, so in this video we will cover abstraction, okay. So let me open my whiteboard. So what I told you about abstraction. So abstraction in a simple word, if I will say, okay, if I will say that abstraction abstraction is a process, okay, process of simplifying complex system by modeling. What that it mean by modeling? Okay, so in simple word, if I have to tell you in simple word, abstraction is nothing but abstraction is nothing but hiding the hiding the uh, irrelevant data from the from the from the user. Okay, so what that it mean? That in abstraction, right? You bind up the classes. Okay, bind up the classes in a similar, like you bind up the classes in a way that those classes have some similar attributes and functionalities. Okay, so in this, you what you do, what you do, abstraction that you provide a layer, okay, of similar classes which have some which have some similar attributes and behavior, okay, behavior, okay. So what that it mean, that let's suppose you have a vehicle, right? Let's suppose you have a let's suppose you declared one super class, okay. Let's suppose you have a vehicle, okay, vehicle, okay, this is your super class, and then you have car, okay, then you have truck, okay, and then you have bike, okay, these things, okay. So this is your super class, this is your super class, okay, super or parent class, okay. Now the attributes of this class are attributes are attributes. What can be attribute of vehicle? Can you tell me? For sure, they have some of the like they have a top speed. Okay, they can be top speed, right? Fuel capacity, and mileage as well. Mileage. Okay, these can be the attributes, right? These are attributes. Okay. Now, what can be the functionality here? What can be the functionality? Functionality or behavior of object. So what can be that? That the engine, okay, the engine, okay, there can be a different engine, okay, you can make anything, right? Uh, then there can the fuel consumption, okay, per kilometer, if I will say per kmph, okay, and many more things. So if I have to write, I got a vehicle which is my parent class. Parent class attributes are top speed, okay, fuel capacity, okay, then we have, let's forget mileage for now, okay, then we have functionality functionality and behavior, we can say behavior, and we have what, we have the engine, okay, and the fuel consumption, okay. So if you have to mm, frame this in coding, right? Let's suppose I have given you this. If you have to frame this, how you will frame it. So I will make something like this class vehicle, okay, and I will have def, okay, then we have self, and then we have top speed. We will take top speed, and then we will have fuel capacity, okay, then self dot top speed is equal to top speed, okay, and self dot fuel capacity dot, or sorry, is equal to fuel capacity, okay. And what is the functionality or behavior? So behavior can be defined as def engine, okay, engine, and we can say self, okay. um, Wait a minute. Then we can say written engine is working, engine is working, okay, and then def uh, def what was that? Fuel capacity, and then we have self, and we will return what? We will return that, let's suppose I'm hard coding this, okay, 1 liter per can, okay, kilometer per kilometer fuel, right? Okay, so this is your superclass, okay, and now let's look here. Now let's look here. So these are the functionalities and attributes of this class. I can say, right, car will also have somehow similar to this, right? Car will also have top speed, fuel capacity, and behavior should be engine and fuel. For sure, there will be engine. Okay, it should be working. Okay, and it should there the fuel consumption will be there. Okay, then truck will be also in similar vehicle category, and bike should be also in this vehicle category. Okay, but it doesn't matter, right? If there is something, right, if these things are like good, these behaviors, right, the engines, okay, let's suppose here I'm written like the engine is working or not, or but let's suppose you have some complex things, right, in your engine function. Let's suppose how how, let's suppose in this functionality, let's suppose there is where the engine is made, okay, if the engine is made, okay, what is the series of the engine, what is the series of the engine, or some complicated data, okay, which is not which is which is not relevant to the end user end user, okay, which is not relevant to the end user. So should you think like we have to show these things to the end user, like let's suppose a layman way, okay, let's suppose in a layman way, okay, let's suppose in a layman way, uh, if engine all the functionality, all the engine, let's suppose all the engine functionalities functionalities are given in the uh, in the method. Do you think we have to tell everything to the end user, or anything, just relevant data, right? You have to just show the uh, relevant or essential features to the end user, right? Or you just want to hide those things, like where it is made, how it is made, like what all engineers are involved, or what is the research paper by making this? All are things like not required, right? If a layman is coming, they want a car, they want a they will ask like what is the top speed might be, okay, might they will ask like about mileage, they will ask about uh, engine is good or not, something like that, or these many things, right? They will never ask where it is made, how it is made, and what is the series of number and all that. So for that, we use abstraction. Okay, so abstraction, we have three, two rules. Okay, first of all, that you have to import a module. Okay, import a module called from ABC. Okay, you have to import ABC and abstract method. Okay, abstract method. Okay, now for rule number one, rule number one, every every abstract class will inherit inherit I've written will inherit ABC. Okay, what is this? There's a module of abstraction class module. Might be thinking you might be thinking what are these things. Okay, don't worry, for now just remember this, like this is a syntax, right? You have to write that this is a syntax. Okay, so just do not focus on this. The time will come, or in the next session itself I'm going to tell you what these things are. Okay, so for every abstract class will inherit ABC, and second one is rule number 2. Every abstract class will have abstract method methods. Okay, so now what what are abstract 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 method? So it is a simple method. It is a simple method. Simple method. Okay, as you as we as we write, but we do not do not define these methods. Define these methods. What that it mean? I will tell you while I will code. Okay, so let me have a code board here. How you can how we can uh, how we can define abstract class. Okay, so let me have from abc import a b and c, and then we have abc abstract method. Okay, then some class vehicle. Okay, I told you about vehicle, right? Vehicle. I will import, I will inherit this abc. Then I will have one method. Okay, move. Okay, move, which is self, or let's suppose engine self. Okay, then we will return engine is working. Engine is working. Okay, and let's suppose I have fuel consumption. Consup- Consumptions. Okay, and we have self written fuel consumption is low. Okay. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry. This should be not like this. You have to pass it. Sorry, extremely sorry. You have to use one decorator called abstract, abc abstract, and you don't have to declare it here. You don't define everything. You just declare it. So I declare it. Okay, this is your abstract class. Okay, this is your abstract class. Okay, this is your abstract class. Okay, and let's suppose you got a car car class car. Okay, class car, okay, and you're inheriting vehicle, vehicle, and then you're defining def engine, engine, okay, def engine self, okay, and so engine is good, okay, the fuel consumption, fuel consumption cell, and then we have print the fuel consumption is not uh, fuel consumption is like is low, I will say, okay, low, okay. And for same I got three class, okay. Let's have truck, okay, let's have medium, okay. Let's suppose I got one more thing, okay. Slow is high, half high, and we got a low here, and we got a low, so let's see, okay. And this can be a truck, this will be a bike, okay. Now if I have created car as a code to car, okay, and then we have a bike as equal to bike, okay, and then we have truck is equal to truck, okay. Now if I have car dot engine, or we have to call it, okay, then I will have car dot fuel consumption. Then we got a bike dot dot car, bike dot engine I will write, okay, engine. Then I have bike dot fuel consumption. Then I got truck, sorry. Then I got truck, okay. Truck object is not callable, okay. We have this truck dot engine, and then we have truck dot fuel consumption, okay. So as you can see, like the what we have car here, car engine is good. Let me write this here. Car, this will be car. This can be a car. This will be bike. This will be bike. This will be truck. And this will be truck. This is truck. This is truck. This is bike. And this is bike. Okay. Car, none. Why it is none? All right. Mm, where is showing like this? Okay. Pardon, right? And so that. No problem. I hope you're getting it right. Why is something like this? So the idea is very simple, right? You got a super class, okay? You got a super class, right? Let's see this. So the engine is good, the fuel consumption is low. So what you got? The engine is low and fuel consumption is me. Right? Fuel car consumption is low, 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 low. Wait. Let me have this. This should be low. The consumption is low and low. I got the consumption low here and consumption higher. And consumption why this is not working. Wait. Okay. Medium low and why it is none. Okay. Just forget this. Why is happening like this? Why? Okay. Okay. Just focus here. Okay. Till here. So engine is good. The consumption is medium. This is what we have in a car, right? The the consumption is low and the engine is good. Okay. Engine is good. So what we have here? The engine the engine is good and the consumption is low. Okay. Why it is happening like let me. I'm sorry guys. Do okay. Let me do one thing. Print here about car dot engine. Okay. And then we have car dot fuel consumption. Okay. So why none is coming? Okay. Car dot engine. Yep, that's working fine. And car dot fuel consumption. So fine. Okay, very cool. No way. Let me have this here. And let me have this here. I will change this to bike and I will change this to bike. This can be a truck. This can be a truck as well. Now I have to run this. Okay, so as you can see, this is what we are achieving. What this is what we are like implemented in the same class, right? So what we have done, we have created an abstract class, okay, which is inheriting the ABC. Okay, this is abstract, imported abstract class. Okay, and then what we are doing, we are just having this parent class here, and here we didn't just define, we didn't declare anything, right? We just define a method, okay, and we didn't declare whole method, right? We just define using the name, okay, and then we are implementing those method here, okay, in every class, okay, every class. Remember one thing, if you have inherited the abstract class, okay, then you must be declaring all the methods, like let's suppose you got one more method here, okay, you got one more method here, let's suppose, right, you got one more method and this should be like top speed or something like this, okay, top speed, okay, top, self, okay, let's suppose you got it self, right, and you just didn't declare it here. Let's see what will happen. If top speed walk, sorry. So let's suppose you got this and this. Okay. Now we will call the I will not declare a class. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool guys. I think like if you can declare a class, okay. I think you can let me do one thing. Let me cross verify. From think you have to declare all the methods once you have defined abstract class. Let me do one thing. Okay, it's working fine. So yep, it is not necessary. So I might be confused like with Java, I guess. So in Java, what happened? Like you have to once you have declared like I have to cross verify once. I don't want to give you wrong information. So I thought like what I thought like you should declare or like you should once you have you got a new function here, right? New method here in your uh, abstract method, I guess. So if yep, I think yep. Wait. What is happening? Yep. Okay, I'm sorry. Thing is wrong here. I have to decorator. This is decorator. Okay. Now let me. Okay, yeah. You got an error. So this is what I was talking about. So what is happening that in abstract class, an abstract class, you inherited ABC, okay, from the here itself. Then you have to declare abstract method. Every class, every abstract class will have abstract method, okay. What is abstract method? That you just defined, okay. You didn't declare all the function, what it do, where it is going to take the data and all the other stuff. You didn't do not define anything, right? Because like car, truck, and bike might be have different engine, right? Might be different fuel consumption and might be different top speed, right? So you just declared a structure in your abstract class, and then according to your classes, okay, according to your class like car, bike, and truck, you start to implement that, okay. And one more thing, if you have declared everything like this is the abstract method, you have to use at the rate abstract method. This is decorator. This is called decorator. This is called decorator. Okay, this is called decorator. So you have to, if you're defining a function or method in abstract class, you have to use abstract method or decorator. Okay, then you have to declare all the once you have declared three here, right? We have three methods here. Then you have to like define all the three methods here itself, okay. You cannot say like I'm defining two or I'm defining one here, okay. No, if you have inherited abstract class, then you have to define all the abstract method here, all the abstract. Since we have two, that's why we are getting an error that can't initiate abstract class car with abstract method top speed, okay. So yeah, this is what the error is, that you cannot, you have to declare abstract, you have to declare abstract top speed here, okay. So let me define top speed. So top speed is this self, and then what we have, then we can say print, okay. We can print what we have. If you do the is top speed is 30 kmph per hour, okay. So now if I will initiate this class once again or initiate this object once again, so yeah, you got this. Now there is no error, and if I will have car dot top speed, okay, yeah, you got the top speed is for 30 kilometer per hour, but still you didn't declare this in a truck class, okay. So still you are getting error, same as for bike, okay. So in simple word, abstraction is nothing but whenever you are just showing relevant data to the like to the end user, okay. You don't want to like how the things are implemented, okay. How or what all are methods or what all are the functionality the class have, right? You just have to show the relevant data in abstraction, okay. You might be thinking, what is the difference between encapsulation and abstraction? Encapsulation is like when you are binding all the required or necessary attributes and functionalities or behavior, you say, in a single unit or in a single class with the help of access modifiers, right? Public, protected, and private. I told you, right? So encapsulation is moreover like you bind those things in a single unit in a single class. But in abstraction, you just show the relevant data. Okay, you should show the relevant uh, functionality to the end user, right? Similarly, it can be like many. You can think of like as many example as you can. Like suppose you have a class shape, right? And those shape is like shape simple like shape, and you have a parameter like in shape, right? You got a parameters like you got a two abstract method like the parameters and area. The parameter will what parameter will do? Parameter will calculate the parameter of any shape, and area will calculate the area of any shape. And then let's suppose you got two shape, a square and circle. So both implementation wise is different, like because the parameter of a square and parameter of circle or area of circle will be different, right? So this is how you can think of it, right? So those things are like these things like abstractions work like this. Okay, then there's a I hope things are, first of all, I have to clear these things. I think these things are clear. If not, if I'm like, if you're confused, just do like, I will have a quick recap of Python W3 schools. Okay, so let me have abstraction here. Okay, so we have a, what do we have? Polymorphism, inheritance. So class and object. This is what I told you, right? About init function, about str. The str is nothing but this is what we have to like tell you about str. Str function control what we written in the class option description and the string. Okay, this is the dog string, right? So I know this is what this is. Okay, so then we have inheritance. Okay, so inheritance. I also told about inheritance. This is the same thing, right? What we have done. Okay, so what is here? So this is a class, okay, of a person. Okay, so you can see. Then we got a constructor here. Okay, then this is a method. Okay, now this is a class student. Okay, and student got like student, yeah, the student is inheriting what person, right? So person is the super class. So all the functionalities and attributes will be accessed by the student, right? So this is what we have done, right? So this is about inheritance. Then we have iterators. We already done so, right? Iterators and iterables, I guess. Yep. And in polymorphism, what we have done? We have done the same thing, right? So let's suppose we have a car, we have a boat, we have a plane, right? Then we have a init function. Init is what constructor, everything. Then def move, and move, right? So you can see car, and car. What we are doing? Like, so this is what, right? Uh, Polymorphism. Many forms. Okay, so you can see move here, and move here. So car is moving through drive, right? If car moves, what we say drive, right? If boat moves, what we say sails, right? If plane moves, what we say fly. So yeah, the move method is same, but the different forms. Okay, now I was talking about abstraction, so let me have abstraction here. Abstraction in Python, let me verify once again. It's Python, what is the definition? What is the what I told you about abstraction? The abstraction is nothing but the, let me have, abstraction is nothing but data abstraction is one of the, let me have close. So what do we have? Abstraction is one of the most essential concept of Python hooks, which is used to hide relevant details from the user and show the details that are relevant to the user. For example, the readers of Geek for Geeks only know that a writer can write an article on Geeks for Geeks, and when it gets published, reader can read the article, but reader is not aware of the background process of publishing the article. A simple example of this can be a car, right? So, and this is another example, right? So, in this example, what is happening? Like in Geeks of Geeks, like this is a website where you can write an article, right? So you can go and write anything, you publish that, right? But you don't know what is going, like in background, what is going, what all the process are uh, getting involved of just publishing your article, right? So this is what we have done, right? You just created that this classes, right? This engine as good, the fuel consumption as medium, and but you don't know where this engine and fuel consumption, top speed, these methods are coming from, right? You just hide this. So yeah, these things are pretty much clear, I guess. Then we have operator overloading. So in a simple word, operator overloading is, let's suppose you got a, what is method overloading? So just tell me what is method overloading. Think about it, and just have a guess in mind, right? What can be a uh, operator overloading? So if I told you operator overloading, it is similar to the method overloading. So in overloading, what we have a same method, same name with the different parameters, right? For sure, like Python don't do not support like the essential way of doing method overloading, but we know, right, how to do so. If we have to access the sim, like we if you want to have a similar functionality, right, how we can do so. So similar, like if a method, if an operator, what is operator? I told you in the very first stage, right? We use this can be operator, this can be operator, this can be operator, right? And this can be operator, right? So of these operators as what the or this can be operator, right? So if a operator itself behaving differently with two different operands, right, then we can say that that operator is overloaded, or operator have many forms. So let's suppose if I do like one plus, let's suppose if I do one plus, or one plus one, what is that? Two, right? But what if say string? Sorry, okay, let's suppose s plus s. Okay, so what do we got? SS, right? But let's suppose if I will do one, two, plus two, three, and four. So that's right. So tuples, or let's suppose that's right. One, two, right, and three and four. So we got one, two, three, four, right? So these are the things, right? These operands, these are operands. I hope you are knowing like what is operand and operand. If not, I will just tell you what is operand. If you might forget, okay. Now, so let me have this one thing. Yep. So let's suppose, so just a simple word, right? So these things, f2 plus 2 is here, or s plus, sorry, this is a string, right? ss plus ss. Okay, these are strings, don't be confused. Okay, don't be confused. Okay, so if this is here, or if this is here, okay, this is here, or this is here, plus this is here. Okay, so these are operators in middle, these are operators, as I already told you, and these things are, these things are operand. Okay, these are operands. Okay, so so just in simple words, so method or operator over overloading overloading is nothing but nothing but when your operator behaves differently, behaves differently, differently with different data, different data, different operand. I will say different operand. Okay. So I think this is a very basic concept, and I don't want to like this is not even like that much important as I think like till now, right? I didn't like I just it is just a concept, right? So you just have to keep this in mind, right? No, like they in interview they might ask like what is operator overloading and all that. So you will say that when a single operator uh, behaves differently with a different operand, then it is something like we can say like it is a method uh, overloading, or sorry, operator overloading. Okay, now what is like docker string? Like I told you, right? We will talk about docker string as well today. So what is docker string? So docker string is nothing but, let's suppose, let me have example here first. Okay, let me have example. So I got example, good example here. Okay, and let's see again. When we do one thing, let's suppose we have declared one thing, one, two, okay, and then we have L dot append, right? If I do L dot append, okay. So I told you, right? You don't have to remember anything in Python. I don't have to. You don't have to remember anything. So if you do not know anything, and if you don't know what that method is doing, what you have to do, I told you in the very early stage that just do shift and tap, right? And you got a beautiful way, like everything is written here. What this method do? Okay, so dog string append object to the end of the list and built-in function on method. So this is a built-in function. Okay, this function is built-in. Okay, and what this things do, append the object to the end of the append the object to the end of the list. Okay, so if uh, if I have to append it, right? If I do three, right, and now if I will do, so I told you, right, this is what append do. We all know, right, that if you will do give anything, right, if you will give anything three or anything, right, so this will happen, right? It will append those things at last, right? And this is what this docker string is telling you about, right? Shift a step, right? This is what docker string is telling, right? And let's suppose you're maintaining a class, right? Now you start thinking in this way, like how things are working internally, right? So let's suppose you're making a class, right? And you have a method. You have a method of in class, and okay, and you want to end user. Let's suppose you're working in an organization, right? You have some complicated method, right? And you're knowing that it is complicated, and you have to tell to like it for sure that right now you're working, okay, in future you might switch, or you might be working in a different project, okay, or some new journey or some colleagues in your office, right? Let's suppose they are working on like in the replacement of you, right? They might be working or in the same method of, like, let's suppose you got a three four members, right? You're working on the same project and you have implemented a complicated method in your class, right? And no one is knowing that how things are working and all those, right? So how you will say, how will you define your docker string, that okay, this method do like this and that. So this is what docker string comes right here. So I have a beautiful example here. So wait, let's suppose this is here, okay, this is here, okay. So I got, you can do maintain a docker string like this, okay. And let's suppose you got a person here, we got a person, right? And we will create a person class, an object, okay. Now we have to give a name. Let's suppose I will give anything. Let's suppose mm, I will have bunny, and I have age is equal to 2. Okay, it can be 2, right? It can be 2, right? But if I will do person, and what methods we have? in our um, class, we got only this method, right? This, don't tell me this is a method, this is a constructor. I told you in a very other stage, right? This init is a method. Okay, this init is a constructor, not a method. Okay, this is a method. So if I will do just tab, right? I got that. Okay, then I will open and close the bracket, and I will just do shift and tab. So I got get the details of the person. Okay, so this is what we have written here. Or if I will just increase it, right? What we have written in the docstring in the function. So get the detail of the person, yes, and return a string containing the person name and age. Return a string function name. So type is what method, okay, and this is the file where it is getting stored and all that, right? Signature is like person as an object of this holding this method, right? So are you getting it? What you have to do? Let's suppose a very simple example, very simple example. As I have to create it, right? Let's suppose I will create one example, right? Or you can do one more thing, right? You can do one more thing here. Def str or uh, self, or then we have to do return this is a person class. Okay. Now, okay, now if we will do, so if I have to do one thing, okay, this is a person class, and yep, let me have one thing. Just cross verifying one thing. Then wait. Also present with a dog string, name person. Mm, okay. Yep. So yeah. Uh, let's suppose you got one thing, right? So you got a, if you don't know what this class do, right? So what we can do, I just told you, right? About method I told you, but let's suppose you don't know about the class itself, what this class do, what all the methods you have in the class. Okay, so you will just do shift plus tab. Okay, shift plus tab here. Okay, a class representing a person with an encapsulated attributes. Okay, so what we have, a class represented a person with an encapsulated attribute, right? And let's suppose you have to add some more things, right? And this class takes two argues. One is name and age. Okay, with one method called as called as what called as get details, I guess, right? Get details. So yeah, we can do so. Right? And let's suppose shift plus tab. A class representing a person with an encapsulated attribute, and this class takes two argues with name. One is name and age. Okay, with one method called get details. So this is what we have written here, right? This is what we have written here, right? Now let's define from the very beginning, right? Let's suppose give a class card, right? Okay. Now you have to maintain a doc. What does card do? You will have this, okay, double inverted comma. Okay. Now this is a class. This is a car object, car class, which tell you about car. Okay. Now we have def car details. Then we have self. And we have what self. And we have written. Hello. Uh, car, is car is uh, vehicle, vehicle used for traveling. I'm just writing any word, right? Don't be that thing, right? Don't think like that. Okay. Let me have to maintain this doc string as well. So how you can maintain a doc string? Uh, this method will return you you car details. Okay. Okay. Then let's suppose car and top speed or any detail I'm adding. Okay. Top details. Top speed. I'm sorry. Top speed is 3 kmph and so on, right? Just you can write as many things, right? But let's suppose you want to take a car, right? You don't know what this class is. Just shift and tab. This is a car class, right? Which will tell you about car, right? Uh, car, right? And then you have initiated an object with this class. Okay, so I will initiate an object. Okay, let's suppose I have a small car, right? And then what? Then you got this. Okay, then you have to see what their or method card details. What this method is. Shift plus tab. This is a method where you return your card details. This is what we have written here, right? This is what we have written here. This and this, right? So this is how you can maintain a class in a very beautiful manner. Okay, so which people can while working with different people, people will get to know what you are doing in the method, what you're doing in the class. Okay, what all methods do involve, what this class will take as a parameters, that those parameters should be in like should be in string or integer format, right? Those things are here, right? Now, no. Oh, I have just done so things. Okay. Do I think you will get it from here itself. There's one more method. Okay. I'm trying to. There's one more method how you can maintain a doc string as well. So like being. Wait, guys. I'm just seeing this. Where those methods are. Hmm. Okay. So I got this. Just mention here. Okay. So this the value of this, that's how it is working, right? So there is one more method, okay? Def str. It's a method, a special method that you can define in your class to provide a human readable string representative of the object, right? So what happened here? So let's suppose you have created obj, okay? Now if I have to print or str obj, if I will do str obj, that's a class, okay? So what happened here? Uh, we have done, right? We have seen what those classes and all those, how you can give a doc string, right? Doc string, how you can maintain doc string, how you can mm, maintain your method in a class, right? But let's suppose you have to uh, give some readable human readable format of your object as well. Then how you can do? So let's suppose you have a class car, okay? And in class car we are using nothing. We are just having a simple car class, and we have one method def in it, okay? And def definite something, def str, right? Def str, then we have self, okay? And this return me what? The return this, this is an car object. Okay. Now, if I if I will initiate an object with this class, okay, then if I will print, then if I will print car. So this is my car object, right? And let's suppose, do we have any functionality here itself? No, there's no data string yet. So yeah, you can see, right? Now even your object has some functionalities, right? So let's suppose you have created an class, right? And you maintain all that class docker string in your object, in your class and your method, right? But you have to give any human readable format of like of every uh, like every object which is initiated with your class, right? So you can like do like this, right? So this is a syntax def str, okay, and then you can any like give anything, and it will, when you will print this object, your object will be your your docker string will be printed here. So this is all we have covered. Okay, so what is abstraction, what is car, what is like what is about like what is operator overloading, what is abstraction, and what is docker strings, and how you can maintain it, right? Now I guess everything is completed in Python till now. There will be very few things, I guess, very few things. In next session, what I'm gonna tell you is that what does these things are here. You might be thinking, right? This is the magic. No, this is not magic. This is what we have. What we gonna do next? Or I think like give me 5 minutes and I will tell you about what these things are. Okay, so I will tell you what these things are. Okay. So, yep, I think like we can cover it in 10 minutes. We have 12 minutes, right? We can cover all this Python session. We will wrap it, and then continuously we will have uh, like a practice session. How code, like you have learned a lot, but till now you don't have any practice or like how you use it, how you can use function like anything class and all those stuff, right? So the next class, from next onwards, next class, okay, there will be a practice session. So let me have a PyCharm open. Okay, wait for a while. Okay, so we got something here which is nothing but module and package. We got two terms here. Okay, modules and package. What's that? It's nothing but module is a package. Okay, sorry, module is a sorry. I'm saying module is a file which contains Python code. It can be defined like can be variable, it can be function, or it can be classes, right? So the definition will be a simple definition of module will be like this. I will have marked down here. Okay. So a module is a file containing Python code. It can be variable, function, and classes, and that can be used in another Python script. Okay. And what is package? Package in simple word. Package is a directory with different modules with with, with single or set of modules. Okay. So this is a definition of package. What that mean? So for that you are comfortable with Anaconda, okay, open Anaconda, you will get this interface, right? Uh, Open PyCharm, okay, community version, okay. Once you will open it, let me launch this. So I'm launching this. So you you might be getting this interface, or you might be in this interface. Like let's suppose you might be here. Okay, there might be something here. Okay, so what you can do if you want this interface, this similar like this, or in few of the things like let me have one thing here. Let me close this project. Okay, and let me have the interfacer. Okay, just yep. Okay, now okay guys, there is something I don't want to reveal, so that's why I was removing. So yeah, so you might be having this interface, right? So just click on new. Okay, and yep, go, then you can do create. Okay, uh, make sure that your interpreter is available. If not, how you can set an interpreter. So just do, go here, right? Go here, go on settings. Okay, uh, then you got interpreter here itself, where system setting editor version 2 was uh, Python debugger, Python tool, Python project. Yep. So Python interpreter in project test. Select Python interpreter, and here from here itself you will have a, a Python interpreter, or you will get a Python interpreter. Else, you can add new. So just click on here, add. Okay, you will have you want to create a virtual environment, you can. If I didn't tell you about virtual environment, so just go on conda environment. Okay, click here, select the Python version. Okay, and then okay. And if you're getting any error, just do a Stack Overflow or just Google it, you will get it. Okay, so don't worry, I will tell you in brief, just to tell you about package and module entering here. Okay, so let's suppose you got one class here. Okay, let's suppose you got one class here, class car. Okay, and then you have just dev to speed. Okay, top of speed, and then you're returning this. The top speed is the top speed is 60 km per hour. Okay, so this is your top speed, and let's suppose you put car as equal to car. Okay, and if we will do car dot top speed, and if I will do just right click, okay, and run the main. Okay, let's see what will the output. Why is there no printing? Have to write a print. Okay, let's save it. Let's run. The top speed is, I'm sorry, the top speed is, okay, and save it. So you're getting it right, how it is working. This is what we have doing in the Jupyter, right? This is ID. So don't worry. I know you are very new to this, and I know like you might be not comfortable as well because it is too soon, and I don't even tell you about from starting what is ID and all that. But just look here for a while, and let's suppose you got one more class. Okay, let's suppose I'm adding one more class. Uh, vehicle. Okay, or car. Let's suppose main, right? Main.py. And just main main.2.py. Okay, I got two files. One is here, two is here. And let's suppose I have to use this top speed. Okay, this car here without implementing it. How you can do so? You can do so by this. Like just do one from dot from dot main import car. Okay, what you will do, obj is equal to car, obj is equal to car. Okay, and then obj dot property. Okay, and then what you will do, run this file. Hmm, okay, can we do one thing here? This is supposed to import, right? Import from 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 main uh, put car, and if I will do obj dot car. Okay, and if I will do obj dot top speed, and if I will mean to attempted relative imported with no parent package imported. Okay, so it might be needing a parent package. So just wait a minute. Mean to oh, but I think like I will do one thing. Take this out of this class. Okay, I got it. So suppose I got a folder here. Okay, directory car. Okay, and I will have by here itself I can do it, but let me have this. Okay, from Python or from dot main import car. Okay, so let's see. I think it will work, but let's see. Yeah. So what is happening here? It was trying to have a parent folder here. So I given that parent folder. What is happening? Let's suppose it will be more clear if I will have one more thing. Okay. So what is happening? Let's see. Okay. I have one module or one folder. Okay. This is what where we have defined car classes, right? Car and top speed, right? And then what we are doing it, we are not using it here. We are not using it here. We have created one more file, main.py. Okay. And from that, I'm importing it from car.main import car, right? So what is happening for car? So car is here, car.main. I'm getting in this main file, and then I'm importing this one, this class. Okay, this is what we are doing here, and this is what I hope you're getting it. This is what we are doing since very first uh, stage, right? This is so from ABC import ABC abstract method. Okay, and I have imported as like in the previous session. Okay. In the previous session, like we also imported these things, right? So this is how things working, right? So now these things is now I hope you're getting it. So from car.main import car, right? So I'm getting this in this folder, right? In car folder. Okay. In car folder we have a main file. In main file I have implemented this, but I don't want to use this, right? For now I don't want to use this in main file. What I want this, but I want this in this file main dot main2.py. So how I'm doing it, I'm just going from car.main, importing car and obj and like this things, and now I'm getting the output. So this is how things work. Okay, don't worry, there will be a lots of hands-on, and if you're not getting it, okay, do a Google search. You will obviously get to know that, like, even right. There's so much of thing, right? In you, if you start uh, like you want everything's like to be in your mind every time. You want everything to be in your mind, it is not possible, right? So just go on Google, like search on Google or anywhere, Stack or Flow, and you will get it, right? So I will tell you in deep what like in a very proper way what is package and module. Okay, don't worry if you didn't get it till here, but I think like apart from that, these things are clear: abstraction and method overloading and docker string. How you can maintain a docker string, right? Yeah, this is uh, what I have to tell you. Okay, so now like go on, practice something. Okay, till then, like take care.